We're rolling.
Hey folks, my name is Pete Lewis. This is Claire Church. We are owners of the Muse Performance Space in Lafayette, Colorado, and we are shut down right now because of obvious reasons, and hopefully are going to get back rolling. Today we're interviewing Mike Zubrinic, and he is in charge of Dazzle's online stage, among other things. Mike, you want to tell us a little bit about what you're doing over there?
Yeah, absolutely. So I started the position of music director at Dazzle about a month before this whole pandemic started. So was booking acts briefly, and once this happened, we definitely had to reassess things a little bit. I was definitely without work for a couple weeks, and then Donald had some ideas here about how we could do virtual campaigns to keep our community engaged, essentially, and just help out musicians who needed it. So we started a couple campaigns. Really, the main goal in mind was to help out the musicians who are out of work, because that's like half of who we employ besides our own staff. And so initially, we thought we would do like an Easter brunch sort of thing. One of the servers had an idea of doing an Easter brunch and streaming live with musicians. And it just kind of seemed like not as lasting as it could be, just doing one day and streaming live on Facebook. So we kind of rearranged that idea into more of something that was hosted on our website with a landing page that would be a little more permanent. And that kind of evolved into the online stage. So our web guy Dwight built out that online stage, and I've been uploading videos for the past couple weeks now. Video submissions, and you can find the submission form on our website. And essentially what it is just kind of an act of solidarity, all the musicians playing at home, and just kind of seeing what they're doing now during this quarantine. And I think it's pretty cool. It's just a cool thing to see musicians playing at home and us coming together kind of over on the internet, since we can't in person. And then along with that online stage, there are either Venmo or PayPal handles to the musician, or they can donate to the Musicians General Relief Fund, which is a fund that you, Pete, and Donald from Dazzle kind of started together through the Muse's 501c3 status. And essentially, I think what that is just a general relief fund for musicians in the Front Range, anyone who needs help. So that's an option if they choose to not put their own Venmo handles on there. We put that button up, and you can see that on our website as well. So I think that's the basis of what we're doing online. We're looking to get into some more live streaming on Facebook. We're actually teaming up with Rocky Mountain Virtual Music Festival here and referring jazz musicians over to them. And we will live stream those on our page starting on May 8th, actually. We have a couple musicians. And so that'll be kind of cool, but we definitely like the online stage because it's a little more permanent in that sense. We probably look to keep that even when we are booking live music again.
I think that's great, and I've looked at most of those videos, and it's nice to see kind of a more intimate approach to some of these musicians. They're just in their living room or whatever, and they're just playing. Yeah. And I have found it fascinating, and so it's been great.
Absolutely, yeah. It's cool to see how creative they can be, and some of them are doing videos together over Zoom, and it's just cool to see that happening. Musicians innovating like that, and it's kind of necessary right now. So,
Mike, do you feel like there's so much being posted on Facebook and other media that how are we going to get this message out to people? And because I've talked to a lot of musicians that are really, really struggling. They're looking for just other type of work, any type of job, that they pay the bills. So how do we get this message out to a broader community?
I think a lot of that just has to come with just continually being present online and having a presence. And our efforts aren't stopping with this online stage. I think that's our main goal, to help out musicians, but we're going to continue rolling out. One of the things we're going to do is kind of a student portfolio section. And so that's with high school student recitals, since right now they're not really able to perform their recitals. We're going to put some videos of those out in May on our website. And eventually we're going to be doing homeschool art projects as well. because a lot of parents are homeschooling their kids, and we just figured it would kind of be a cool way to show the creative side, and it's more of an outlet of recognition for these kids, to put it online, and hopefully these will continue to drive people to our website. We're going to do more promotional campaigns, email campaigns, more social media campaigns, to just kind of to get these out there, and hopefully people will catch on a little more. We're actually doing a Drum Forward campaign right now, which is happening tomorrow night, Thursday the 30th. It's a one night thing. And essentially it's kind of like the Howling that's been happening every night. But it's just a one night thing, and it's to show support for musicians and those in the creative sector who are out of work. And essentially it's kind of like a statewide drum circle. We see it. You go out and bang on a drum or a pot and pan. You don't have to have any drumming experience. And we're getting some press coverage from that, trying to get it in front of the mayor. And, I think a combination of all these things will hopefully drive traffic to Dazzle and this online stage. So
That sounds fantastic. I know I'm going to participate, and I'm going to send out that link to our community.
Yeah, that'd be great.
There's been some people howling out there, so we'll get them drumming as well.
Sure, right?
Yeah. So do you think perhaps the way you're doing things now, this will be ongoing, or is this just like during the pandemic, this is the way we're going to do things, or can you see this kind of continuing on?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both. I mean, I think a lot of these things are trying to keep people engaged during the pandemic and drive traffic to our online stage. But that said, I think our online stage might live on Dazzle's website even when we're doing live music again. I just think it's kind of a cool thing that can get musicians money continuing forward, hopefully make up for some of this, and just keep them on the radar. Dazzle's just got such a large community of musicians that we've employed for the past 10, 15 years. And I think it's cool to have a place where they can put their music. So,
yeah, I love the educational piece too.
Yeah. And that's always been integral to Dazzle, is keeping students coming in and keeping the tradition of jazz living on for older generations and moving forward. So.
Great. Claire, do you have some thoughts?
No, I think that's good. We're trying to do some of the same thing, so we should probably cooperate so we don't overlap too far.
Yeah, and I thank you so much for hosting this General Relief Fund through the Muse. It's really been a collaborative effort between the Muse and Dazzle, I think. And I mean, really, we're looking for as much collaboration as possible and as many people to get in on this, as many organizations as possible. Like the Drum Forward, you guys are partners on that, as well as Colorado Business Committee for the Arts and Colorado Creative Industries. So it's cool to have them on board. And yeah, just I think during this time, that's what's needed most, is a sense of community and people working together for the greater good. So
definitely. I feel like before all this, everybody was just going so fast and we were more splintered, and this is tragic in so many ways, but it's brought a lot of people together to
Certainly.
help out. There's been some positives, and I hope that continues in that type of vibe, when we're back being more healthy and running on a regular type of schedule.
Yeah, I think it's certainly showed us some lessons, and it's overall a pretty scary thing, but that it's good to see the positives in it. And yeah, it's definitely done some good, I think. So
great. Will you have any parting words for anybody or any reminders?
I think I've got to throw love more and listen more out there. I think those are necessary in a time like this, and that's always kind of been Dazzle's motto there. But yeah, just show your support to musicians and those who are out of work, and check out what Dazzle's doing online right now. We've got these virtual campaigns going, and really the goal of that is to support the working musicians. So
awesome. Fabulous. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pete and Claire. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
All right.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.